Hello. Are you thinking big today? And are you thinking big every single day? If you're not, if you're still in that little, well, I'm not so sure phase, or maybe you're in that, well, I'm going to think big, but I just want to get more positive about myself first, then stop right there. What you need to do, now listen closely, think big every single day. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, whatever you're wanting to accomplish, see yourself having the golden ring. See yourself having whatever it is you're desiring that you want to do in your life. If you want the super awesome job that you've been just striving to get and it's not there yet, think big. It's yours. See yourself having it. See it there for you. See you doing it. If you're wanting the perfect home business, think big. And I mean, think, I got this. I deserve this. Why can't I have this? I can have this. Because you know, the why can't I is going to be the first thing that you're going to think of. So take a step back and say, when you say, why can't I? Say, well, why can I? I can have this. I am amazing. And I am the best me I can be. And being that you are the best you can be, why aren't you thinking big? Really think about it. When you think big and you think everything that you see is out of your reach, maybe you see yourself not being in that category or in that class or whatever it is that your subconscious is thinking about with you, put it on check. Put it on check and let it go. Because you know what? You deserve to have everything and anything that your little heart desires. Because you are a being of the universe and you are meant to have the glory and the success and whatever the golden ring holds for you, you are meant to have those things. So put it in check until you see yourself actually being in the place that you can receive those gifts. But if you're not thinking big, and I mean think as big as you want, as big as you can, what your desires are, how you hold them up, how you get in tune with them, whatever it is, think the biggest things you can think of. What is the success you want? Maybe you see yourself not having that success. Think big. Think you're having it and what you're doing with it and how your life has changed and everything that is progressing for you every minute of every day. If you're not continually learning and pushing yourself and going forward, then how are you supposed to think big? If you're staying in the same rut, and I'm speaking literally, if you're staying in the same rut of never going anywhere, never going forward, never seeing the light on the other end of the tunnel, or anything like that, if you're seeing yourself in your mind's eye being stuck, just, I hate that word, but it's so true sometimes. If you don't see yourself thinking as big as you want to, as big as you can, then how can, oh, thank you, that is so sweet. Then how can you see yourself moving forward? Because you know you're the best you can be. And by moving forward and by feeling the shoes that you've created for yourself, then you're just standing there. You're just standing in a puddle. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that at all. So many of us out there are thinking in lack and thinking the me thought. But when you're thinking big and you're putting yourself out there, it's not just the me thought. It is the thought of success, of a lifestyle. It's not what I want now. It's not, well, I want this, so I want that, or I want this and I want that. That doesn't get you anywhere but more lack. But when you see yourself thinking big and you're pushing forward, that is creating a lifestyle. That is creating a whole new phase of energy. And it's getting away from the me phase, because the more you're in that phase, the more lack you will get and the more lack you will create. And what we're seeing happening is in a community, when you have one person is all it takes to be negative and to have the me factor, to bring down that energy will just eat away at the positive energy. And don't ask me how that happens. I just haven't figured that part out exactly yet. But I know Tony Robbins is very much working on getting an answer for that one. And if he's not a mentor of yours, then, you might want to take a look and hear what he's doing and what he's saying, because he's really very, very intelligent. But when you push yourself forward and you are the me person, the big thinker, push yourself to think as big as you can. The big things you want in life, the things you want to succeed the most, what you want to accomplish. It's not the me factor that is in yourself, because, thank you, because when you are pushing yourself for the big push by thinking big, it's not that you want, or me. It's, this is what I am going to accomplish. This is what I am creating. This is what I am receiving. So there's two different things in the me factor and the big push and growing yourself. And if you know of negative people that are around you, or, in a whatever, and all they think about is me, I know how hard it is to deter from that thinking. You have to block it. You have to push it away and just don't concentrate on it. Even if you have to say, okay, and just let it go. That's one of the best ways that I have found to do that when that happens. But if you think big and push yourself forward and push yourself to reach that golden ring, and then to grab it and hold on and take it. It's yours. You got it. You climbed the rope. You did whatever you had to do to get there. Regardless, like I said, if it's the job you want, maybe it's a promotion, maybe it's the home business that you're building, and you want to see the leads come in, you want to see more people joining your team, or whatever it is you're doing. We each have different goals, different golden rings that we want to reach out and grab and take it. Because you can have anything. You can have anything and everything the universe has to offer. All you have to do is get in vibration with it. And you have to get more in the thinking big. If you're only thinking, this is a true story, if you're only thinking, I want $500 a year extra to take my family on a vacation. I only want $500 a year extra. Do you realize that that is all you will get, is $500 a year extra? It's true. And I know a gentleman, his name is Glenn. And yes, Glenn knows I'm talking about this. I don't ever say anything to anybody without getting their consent to use their name. But his name is Glenn. And Glenn was, I should say, because he quit here about a year ago, was a car salesman. And Glenn only seen himself making $55,000 a year. That's all he ever seen himself making. So he would get to that $55,000 mark. And for the rest of the year, no matter how hard he pushed, no matter how hard he tried, he never got past that $55,000 a year. So if he hit that mark, like in June, the rest of the year, he did not make any money, because he had his mindset set on just making X amount of dollars. So when I say to think big, I mean unlimited amounts, unlimited success, unlimited potential, because you deserve it. And there's no reason at all why you can't have it. And I suggest you guys get out there and think about it and really put yourself in a positive frame of mind. Because when you do, you'll be like so many of us that have crossed the barrier, that have crossed that ledge, that have reached for that golden ring, grabbed it, held on, and went for the ride, and we're still flying high. You can do it too. You are so successful. You are amazing successful. And I say this from the deepest of my heart because I know it's true, and I know that all it takes is perseverance. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot this morning, but all it takes is you putting yourself out there. Think as big as you can, as big as you want, whatever it is on your path that you're wanting to do, that you're wanting to succeed at, that you're wanting to acquire, that your desires are coming to fruition, then take a look at what you're doing. It's so important. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot this morning. It's just crazy, isn't it? But take a look at what you're doing right now. Are you thinking big? Or are you thinking, I only want this much money? I just need enough to buy presents. I just need enough to get through Christmas. I only have enough extra money to get through Christmas. If that's your thinking, stop it. Stop it right this minute, because you know what? It's not helping you. It will only make it so you only have a little bit extra. Just a little bit is all you're asking for, and that's exactly what you're going to get. But when you ask for big rewards, unlimited, recurring, residual, just keeps coming with no ending amount. Once you get to that point and you think big on every task that you do, every task that I do, I always think as big as I think I can make it. I'll think, okay, I'm going to go for, 10 leads a day, and 8 of those are going to convert. And I'll think about it, and I'll concentrate on it, and I'll make it happen. It happens. But if you're not seeing big, like 30 leads, I could get 50 leads a day. But what's happening with that? What are you making happen with that? If it's not converting for you, then stop your concentration, because it's going the wrong path. So to make it happen, you have to think big, and you have to see it happening, feel it happening, and it's going to happen for you. Always think as big as you can and push yourself. If you don't push yourself, no one else is going to push you. Everyone else is going to hold you back, because they may be intimidated by how much success you're having already. And if they're intimidated by how much success you're having already, then there is a big problem in Neverland, right? You can agree with that. Depending on your inner circle and who you hang out with, and who you are business associates, or maybe you're in a marketing club, or you're in a team, or whatever you're in, take a look at what you're doing and how you're thinking and how you're pushing yourself. Because you can have anything you want and anything you desire. You have to open yourself up, first of all, to be coachable, to learn. You have to put yourself in a place where you're willing to take the coaching, and you have to put yourself in a place where you're willing to grow. And these are all things that you can do for yourself individually. And if you're not doing this for yourself individually, then how are you going to move forward? How are you going to keep going and going and going if you've got yourself hindered in a way that you don't even know which way to go? If that's what you're doing, then that's where it's going to hold you back. So don't hold yourself back. Always think big, big, wonderful thoughts of how successful you are. See it happened already. Don't wait for it to happen. If you say someday, you know what, honey? Someday never comes. Someday is the elusive pink dragon. It's never going to come. Someday is not there. But if you say, now, I've got this. This is my life. My life is amazing. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Whatever your affirmations are, make sure that they are in tune with you and that you are so happy with what you're doing, and see yourself having that life. See that life just growing with you, for you, around you, everywhere. Just keep it going as hard and as far as you can. Because you know what? You are the creator of your life. And whatever story you have to tell is going to be an awesome story. So hang in there and do think big, and don't let the holidays get you down, because you know what? They come once a year and then they're gone. So don't worry about it. Whatever happens, happens. What you get. Or the rest of it's just whatever. So don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And don't stress about it, because it sure isn't worth it. Okay, guys, I will talk to you all later. And thank you so much for joining me here today. I am grateful for each and every one of you who has taken the time to share my story today. So I will catch the rest of you on the replay. So if you would like and share this video, it would be awesome, so Facebook doesn't end up shutting me down. And I will chat with you all later. And again, think big and push yourself higher and higher. You are amazing. See how amazing you are. Look in the mirror and look in your eyes. Look in your eyes down deep and see how amazing you are. Okay, guys, I'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.